We're taking a look at the 5th overall collaboration between Nike and Leica Studios. Let's take a closer look at the Air Max Susan. So as you guys know, if you've been following on sneaker news, this is the Nike Air Max Susan, and it's quite an interesting shoe. We're going to discuss just the backstory about these real quick. Leica Studios is a stop-motion animation company based out in Portland. Fun little fact, the CEO of that company is Travis Knight, whose dad is Phil, who is the, of course, founder of Nike. Leica Studios has been responsible for some of the more entertaining animation films over the last decade, and every step of the way, Nike's been there to do some dope limited edition collaboration or raffle style release. This being the 5th one, but we'll trace back to the very first one, which was the Coraline Dunks. That was followed by the Paranorman Foamposites. After that it was the Box Turtles Roshi Mids. And the one before this one was the Air Jordan 15, inspired by Kubo and the Two Trolls. That was Tinker Hatfield reimagined the design of the Air Jordan 15 with that zipper. So this is the 5th overall release. I guess you could say a collaboration with Leica Studios. Obviously an Air Max 1, but for this particular release, they're calling it the Air Max Susan. Basically, Susan the Yeti is taking over this sneaker, and you could start that off right away, seeing on the tongue that they crossed out the word Max and added the word Susan on the tongue label. But the entire colorway is indeed based on his entire outfit. So first we have this nice mustard and brown two-tone plaid that's on the mudguard, as well as the ankle collar that represents his suit jacket, I guess. Inside here you have this premium sort of rib textured pinstriping in dark green that represents the vest that he wears, and this white on the toe box and the entire underlay represents the white t-shirt that he wears. Here you have more colors that kind of represent just his body, is the brown leather. These lace eyelets, which aren't actually eyelets, represent the buttons on his vest. Again, here more of that hairy suede on that heel to represent, just his hairy body. Got that classic Nike Air in the forest green. And some of our favorite details are two things. One, you have a cork insole, super comfortable. You've seen it in shoes like the React Element 87, not that it has anything to do with the shoe. This is super high quality. The midsole is actually wrapped in a brown leather, and you have that exposed stitching that kind of gives it almost that Air Force One effect. If you are a fan of the Air Force One, you know that the midsole is actually stitched into the upper of the shoe. So there's no way that these are gonna sole separate by any means. So even if you look on the medial side, you can definitely see evidence of the midsole being wrapped because there is a very visible seam. If you peep the outsole, classic gum just to match that whole outdoorsy animal look. So basically, this shoe is inspired by a Yeti dressed in a suit named Susan, voiced by Zach Galifianakis. I mean, that's quite a formula for some laughs already. Like, the trailers are really hilarious. You're probably seeing commercials on right now. And in terms of the release, so far it's been available on the Sneakers Pass in New York City only on April the 8th, and will drop on Nike sneakers on April 12th, which coincides with the launch of the movie Missing Link in theaters. So again, this is the 5th chapter between Nike and Leica Studios. Definitely one of the better ones that we've seen in terms of just like the color application and the materials. If you're a fan of the Air Max 1, you know that Nike Lab does bespoke Air Max 1s, and these definitely feel like the bespokes. The quality is really, really good. They did not hold back in the materials and colors. The leather wrap midsole, the cork insoles, the quality is just really, really on point. And in addition to the actual shoes being dope, as you can see right here, the shoebox itself, they decided to come with a special package. Again, that same bold pinstripe green to represent the vest. You have the plaid on the bottom to represent his jacket. Flip up on the box, you have custom blue leaf tissue paper. And of course, a message direct from Nike. It says you can call them Susan, and add an additional message. So again, calling out the collaboration between Nike and Leica Studios. That's pretty much it. This is a Nike Air Max Susan, retails for $170, and the Sneakers Pass drop already happened, but April 12th, 2019 is the release of the shoe, as well as the launch of the movie. Again, if you like what you saw, just do us a quick favor, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let us know in the comments if you think this is the best Nike Leica collaboration, or if you think these aren't. Name your favorite in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next video.